it's been a while, but we have an author that doesn't have an author's page. Piet Poltergeist. That's the name. They wrote Empty Space. And before I go, I will actually ask her. I will ask her after the stream. But Piet Poltergeist wrote Empty Space. Okay, here we go. Okay then. Object class Euclid. Special containment procedures. -1, -2 are to be sealed in a 2 cubic meter mobile vacuum containment cube internally lined with copper and 0.5 cubic meter mobile vacuum containment cube internally lined with silver, respectively. Both are to be contained inside separate, secure vacuum containment chambers at site 19. -1 and -2 are not to come in physical contact with each other and should be stored a minimum of 1 kilometer apart. That's okay. Okay. Not too far, not too close. That's good. An emergency inspection of any damage to -1 and -2 containment cubes and chambers should be carried out as soon as possible. Following any earthquake or explosion within 10 kilometers of containment. If the containment measures for -1 or -2 show signs of damage, maintenance personnel are to make immediate repairs. Daily view inspection of containment cubes is sufficient for otherwise normal circumstances. Description: -1, formerly SB2435, is a 1.017 cubic meter block of empty space. Almost all matter that attempts to occupy the same space as -1 is absorbed into -1. -1 expands as it consumes matter at an equivalent growth rate of 0.1 milligram to 1 gram of matter absorbed. Photons along the electromagnetic spectrum from 400 forgot what that one is, THC to 890 THC appear immune to -1's properties and are able to pass freely through the space it occupies. Okay, so a certain light spectrum can just go through. That's good to know. But I assume we don't count for that. Copper is absorbed at a significantly delayed rate compared to other forms of matter. -1 consumes copper at a 6% efficiency rate compared to 100% efficiency for all other matter entering the space -1 occupies. In fact, terahertz. Was that? Well, isn't? It would make sense though. -1 in effect is renders -1 a solid object when touched by copper and allows the movement and manipulation of -1 with copper-aligned instruments safely. -1's growth can only be prevented with a pure vacuum environment, but can also be slowed and restricted with a proper copper shielding. Despite operationally acting as a void, -1 does not produce a consistent or strong vacuum force. A weak vacuum force has been observed at irregular intervals lasting an average of 5 minutes and 34 seconds, with the longest records indicate incident lasting 3 hours and shortest incident lasting 8 seconds. Time between incidents has been recorded as low as 4 minutes and as long as 213 days. -1 appears to be gravitationally locked to Earth, but is acted upon by gravity at a significantly weaker and irregular rate. It is estimated that if positioned 2 meters above the ground, -1 will slowly descend for 445 days before making contact with the ground. However, despite this prolonged period above the Earth, the geographic location of -1 changes in response to the moment of the planet remaining at a fixed location following the planetary rotation. -2 is a 0.12 cubic meter block of empty space. -2 exhibits nearly all the same anomalous properties of -1. However, in testing -2, it was discovered that it was discovered to be able to consume copper with 100% efficiency, unlike -1. -2 consumes silver at 6% efficiency, resulting in the same effect as copper on -1. Okay. Incident A. I assume that's a date. 3rd, 5th. The Ashron was discovered by automated foundation program monitoring numerous online auction sites. The Ashron was pinged and pinged as potential anomalous after programs correctly identified the seller as a known independent provider of anomalous materials. The Ashron was advertised as a custom hack. Whew. That escaped me. Of a popular video game featuring immersive gameplay and an ever-expanding experience with live service content updates and community-driven expansions. Foundation systems were unable to intervene before purchase of and delivery of SCP of -1 to 16-year-old Malcolm Smith. Procurement specialists were deployed to the home of Smith, who was found with severe wounds to the sponge. Smith was approved for reconstruction surgery and anesthetized with Further monitoring is ongoing. Dashron was found contained in a handmade copper cage measuring 0.1520 meters on all sides. Procurement specialist hides injured right index finger while retrieving -1. Despite efforts, could not be detained, although the selling account was subsequently suspended for poor reviews and indecent customer service. Incident B, 9/17. During a breach and containment of SCP at Site 19, 60 class personnel attempted to hide from Foundation personnel in -1 containment chamber. -1 was not under current containment procedures and was instead placed on a copper platform in the center of a hermetically sealed vacuum chamber for testing. D-Class were able to gain access to -1's containment chamber after manually engaging emergency pressurized systems. While attempting to distance themselves from pursuing Foundation personnel, D-19098 ran into -1 and was consumed. The remaining 5 D-Class were recaptured and reassigned. So, okay, yeah. I thought so, like, we as humans will probably get just straight up containment procedures revision proposed in response to Incident B. Incident C, 9/12. D-19098 spontaneously reappeared in -1's containment chamber in a delirious state. Oh, okay. So he's not dead. D-19098 expired from asphyxiation within 2 minutes of emerging from -1 due to the absence of oxygen in -1's containment chamber. Okay, I was about to say, like, oh, that's just... Okay, so you die anyway, but it was because of the space that end. Yeah, makes sense. Medical personnel attempted to resuscitate D-19098 also, but were unsuccessful, but also... when into -1 was consumed. Okay. Just wanted to double check something. During autopsy of D-19098, researchers noted D-19098 was suffering symptoms of extreme copper deficiency as well as the removal of D-19098's tongue, digestive tract, and ducted, resulting in discovery of -2. Upon further examination, a series of numbers was discovered carved into the underside of D-19098's rib bones, appearing to be a message in binary. Upon translation, this message read, "You lose. Try again." Following the return of D-19098, revision of -1's containment procedures was implemented. "You lose. Try again" is very much video game related as well. Incident D, 12/24. 2D class personnel were instructed to attempt to return to -2 into -1. This resulted in a spontaneous release of energy as Dash 1 and Dash 2 came into contact. The discharge of energy causes power failures throughout Side 19 within 30 seconds of exposure to each other. Dash 1 and 2 created a vacuum effect significantly stronger than previous incident as a point of impact. Dash 1 and Dash 2 were later measured to have undergone a temporary and unprecedented increase in their growth speeds. D17839, a D-class handling Dash 1, was unable to resist the vacuum pull and was consumed entirely by Dash 1. D18987 was able to remove Dash 2 from contact with Dash 1, which eliminated the vacuum effect. Power outage across Side 19 were restored within 2 hours. To date, D17839 has not emerged from Dash 1. Interesting. What makes him so special? I mean, definitely because of the combination of the Dash 1 Dash 2, but still. Interesting that they kept him. They're just like, yep, he's ours now. Imagine playing tag. You chase somebody, and suddenly they got sucked up by an air cube, and potentially come back traumatized. As long unless you have some copper to distract the to slow down the absorption of said cube. Oh boy. Why am I so tired? I'm not even, that's a weird thing. I'm not even feeling tired, but now I'm like, my eyes are like, you know? Why? It's not fair. Let me finish reading. Well, I'm going to sleep. See you in the most. The moment I say it, I'm like, oh, my eyes feel tired. You're like, well, I'm going to bed. Yeah, alright. Good night. See you tomorrow.